So, what really happens when we die? Here is my definitive answer on this question. So, I want to ask you this. What do you think death really is? You think it's non existence, some afterlife? Just notice your attitude towards death, what you think it is, and see if you can pinpoint where you learned that idea from. I want you to think of it like this. How is it possible that you were born in the first place? You think about it like this. You were essentially, before you were born, what were you? Nothing? Non-existent? Isn't that kind of how we would imagine death to be? As like an eternal deep sleep? But yet, weren't you in a deep sleep of nothingness before you were even born? How is it possible that you came to exist from nothing in the first place? And my question is why do you assume that process of birth won't happen again as it just did in your life? And what if we already existed through billions, trillions of lives already, and we just forgot? So I know this is all hypothetical, but there's actually, I feel like there's a deep answer to this question. And the answer lies in the eternity principle. The fact that the universe knows no time. It's not bound by time because time is part of reality. And if you think about it like this, if I had two dice and if I were to roll them and I want to get double sixes 20 times in a row, how long do you think that would take me? Life seems improbable because we have such a finite amount of time. And that rolling double sixes 20 times in a row seems improbable because we don't have a finite amount of time. But if you have eternity, all time, that means there's no end. That means it's inevitable for life to happen, for 20 rolls in a row of double sixes to happen, and for you to even listen to this TikTok, this YouTube video right now. It's all inevitable because that's part of eternity. Eternity means you have all the time in the world to have every possible permutation happen. And it's just fascinating. And you know what? When we die, it could be trillions of billions, a quadrillion billions of years before we're ever born again. And you know what? We wouldn't even know it. It'd be just like a snap of the fingers. It's as if you go to sleep tonight and then you wake up the next morning. 8 hours of sleep goes by in a blink of an eye, except you don't blink your eye because you're sleeping, right? But you get my drift, that time is subjective and the universe is not bound by time. And my whole thought is that before you're born, you're in death. After you die, you're in death, but yet, why couldn't you be born again? There's a deeper intelligence to life that I think is so profound that if we didn't have any experience, how could the universe know itself? And I think that we, the consciousness that we are, is the space, the purpose of which the universe can know itself. So think about that. Let me know what you think. Think through of whether you think that it's possible that reincarnation is true.